I guess I like structure in the center. Like F5 is a really annoying move, I have to say.
If I was black here, when in doubt, castle. Again, a reminder that's possible in this position, get your rooks closer to each other. But I'm with you, Levy. I think it just starts to feel as if Hikaru early on has managed to gain so much space, and space advantage happens in chess when you're able to get one of your pawns across the halfway mark on the board. That F pawn so far ahead takes away some of the key squares from Gukesh to find that harmony between his pieces. I would be thinking about going, castle on the left side of the board, just shuffle the king and the rook, then perhaps think about placing that bishop in front of the queen, line it up, and start targeting that tender spot on the left side, creating threats. One of the drawbacks of that pawn move, white, right, is that the white knight can't easily jump to that square once the bishop and the queen are lined up. You'll have like these two snipers on that point. So maybe that's something that Gukesh can think about.
Maybe, yeah. I think he will either completely equalize, or somebody will be winning or losing in the next 7 to 8 moves. It's just kind of what it feels like.
Yeah, like you talk about how uncomfortable that F5 pawn makes you as the player with the black pieces. So I'm trying to think of how to get rid of it. 2 pawn pushes that could possibly do so, but I'm noticing the one on the left-hand side there. If I push that one forward, offering a trade, maybe that bishop, a dark square bishop slides out.
You lose.
This thing's looking really ugly for black all of a sudden. So then naturally, I'm reduced to looking at my G pawn as an option. That one looks much better to me.
Much better. This would be a 5-move knockout, basically.
Something tells me it won't happen, but...
Yeah, so I do understand Tanya's suggestion of castling, then just getting the king and rook the other way, and then you could maybe think about pushing the e-pawn once the black king is not vulnerable on this diagonal. But yeah, as you say, James, G6.
If you castle here, can you accidentally get under a big attack? Is there some risk?
I don't spot the accident. Where is it?
No, me too. I'm just thinking, can you be attacked with a C pawn or something, or bishop h4, and suddenly how do you defend your pawn? And it's such a weird position. Yeah. And then Hikaru can try to move his e-pawn and his d-pawn and every pawn forward, and then Hikaru castles, but Hikaru has all the space, so it feels like a very stressful position for black to play. I don't know. I would be kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just so odd having all these pawns kind of still 7 pawns back on their starting squares. You can choose to push any of them, but they all have a downside. It does feel like pawn to g6 is the first move you should calculate, just to try and get the pieces out. Try to, kind of ask Hikaru what his backup plan is, his follow-up to pushing the pawn forward is. What does Hikaru have in mind there? Any tricks?
And Magnus took his own approach, as always. We should bring in the song "You Can Go Your Own Way," because he does it basically every game. And he played...
Weissenhaus, so that they were kind of happy to play it out, these very drawish end games. They are making moves and then they leave only 2 king on the board, so it is obvious for everybody who plays just a little bit or more
Hikaru will
serious
give a
chess.
check. Yeah, exactly. So that after king b7 he could take on c5. Look, h5 check, he would play king d6. At least then he would be making progress.
But
now
he will not allow that.
Black
King
can play
C7.
c7, exactly. The professional move will be blitzed out, and then there is absolutely no hope for white to put any pressure. And yeah, Hikaru is unhappy getting up from the board, just probably to look around what happened on the other boards.
But interesting that Gukesh is spending time here, because why to spend the time, right?
Look at Hikaru, he also signals, I already put up the jacket.
Yes.
Why aren't you playing king c7? But it's understandable from Gukesh's point of view, because he was defending the position, he just wants to make sure that yes, that's it, and rook e7 check. You might be seeing repetition, because there is really nothing to play for after king c7.
So there is a repetition playing
Yeah,
out,
Gukesh looks at Hikaru
and they agree to.
and the hand trick. Again, a missed opportunity for Hikaru, but it again shows on that he plays good. Yeah, he's just not converting, somehow missing his chance.
Well, we again had great action today. It was day 5 of the Weissenhaus Grand Slam, first leg of this series, which we are going to see 4 more